WTSN.
America loves Dancing with the Stars. Now as the fierce competition comes down to the finish, find out how you could win tickets to the live grand finale.
Just watch the show on WMUR, then listen to Mark and Danielle Thursday mornings at 7:10 for your chance to win.
Charlie Bass just isn't leveling with the people of New Hampshire. He claims to be independent, but he supported George Bush's policy in Iraq 100% of the time. He supported Bush's $12 billion cut in student loans, the largest cut ever to middle-class students. And Bass supported 100% of Bush's energy policy, which gave billions in tax breaks to big oil. They earned record profits. We paid record prices. George Bush, Charlie Bass. It's time for a change.
I'm Paul Hodes, and I authorized this message.
Fisher snowplows. We didn't get to be number one on our own. We got there by listening to you. You wanted a new V-plow with X-blade engineering and stainless steel. You wanted faster hydraulics. You wanted brighter lights. You wanted an Extreme V-plow. Introducing the all-new Extreme V by Fisher. It's all new and designed by you. See the yellow pages or fisherplows.com for a distributor near you.
Rick Wilcoxon is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell a story, we hired an actor.
Originally, I switched to Geico to save money, but then I was in an accident.
Yeah, that's right. I was in an accident.
I got on the phone and called Geico.
Yeah. Hello. Hey, how's it going?
After a few days, I had my repair check. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I got the check. Got my car fixed. It's my birthday. Fixed my bumper. New taillights.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
It's my birthday.
New England Patriots football on WMUR tonight.
What happened to Congressman Charlie Bass? He said he was going to Washington to work for us, but Bass voted for 8 pay raises, giving himself over $30,000. And Bass followed his party leadership in Washington, voting to add a record $1 trillion to our national debt. Charlie Bass, raising his own salary, record debt, leaving us with the bill. It's time for a change. Paul Hodes, endorsed by the Concord Monitor as the best choice. The Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Funding for closed captioning provided by Granite State College, the university system of New Hampshire's statewide college, where education is within your reach.
If you thought the weather was wild where you live this weekend.
Imagine being on top of Mount Washington in the observatory. Not only did they record a wind gust over 150 miles an hour, 10 inches of snow also fell, making it the second snowiest October on record. Here's Paige Kornblue with the pictures.
Friday, the calm before the storm. Such still moments at sunrise atop New Hampshire's Mount Washington. But then, the weekend wind, near record-breaking wind, awoke observer Jim Salgi this morning.
My first thoughts were I'd never heard a sound that loud in this building before. It was just an extremely low growling bass sound.
Sound from a 158-mile-per-hour gust, the highest to rock the summit since July of 1996. It rocked the instruments, and it shocked Salgi and his partner.
This was, borderline scary enough. This was a really extreme event, and I can't imagine what the guys, 75 years ago were going through, trying to record wind speeds that were 75 miles an hour stronger than we experienced yesterday.
Salgi says you can't see out the windows, and outside, visibility is poor due to freezing fog and swirling snow. 10 inches of snow this weekend, 41 inches this month. The observers atop the Granite State's tallest mountain say, with this October blast in the books, they're begging for more.
It looks like we're in for a pretty normal winter up here, and definitely looking forward to more good storms and good snowfalls.
Paige Kornblue, WMUR News 9.
And if you would like to see the entire slideshow of all the pictures from Mount Washington, you can just log on over on our website and look under the New Hampshire Stories banner.
Those guys up there are gluttons for punishment, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah, good thing the glass on that observatory is about 6 inches thick, so that nothing can break it, obviously, with those strong winds. And we had winds today that were strong, but they have been dying out. Certainly nothing like what we saw over the weekend, and in the last hour or two, they've really begun to wind down, and that's the good news. Winds will be be getting fairly light and variable. Already that's the case in the Monadnock region. That's why you see our little arrow bouncing all around as the winds are getting light and variable. That means they pretty much could come from any direction. And the winds, even in our Augusta map here, not showing up very much of anywhere. Laconia recording a 17-mile-per-hour gust in the last hour. Nice to see this map mostly empty for a change. As for temperatures out there, of course, it was more tolerable than the weekend. Still got into the mid-50s in southern parts of the state. Already falling into the upper 40s and lower 50s, and northern New Hampshire upper 30s to lower 40s. Northern New Hampshire going to be quite chilly tonight with those lightning winds and the clear skies. You're heading to the upper teens to low 20s. Southern parts of the state getting to the 20s to low 30s. But there is a wedge of warmth off to our south and our west. There's the warm front right there. This will be nosing its way in for the day tomorrow. And yes, it'll be a chilly start when you first wake up. And the winds will breeze a little bit out of the southwest, but that'll be a warm wind bringing in this milder air in the afternoon. And temperatures in southern New Hampshire getting well into the 60s. Some parts of southern New Hampshire along the Merrimack Valley down toward Nashua, Pelham, Hudson, you could be challenging 70 degrees. You do notice a sharp cold front that will be moving through on the day on Wednesday. And after Wednesday, much colder air mass will move on in. So we will finish the week much cooler and breezy, and that will last right into the weekend. However, that colder air mass will mean fairly dry conditions. Speaking of which, the satellite right now almost clear. Last vestiges of the clouds clearing away from far northern New Hampshire. There goes the storm. Here moves in a giant area of high pressure with milder temperatures. You do notice, though, this front developing. This is the cold front, the leading edge of that colder air, and it will bring a shower or two, maybe 3 showers in southern New Hampshire for late tomorrow night after the trick-or-treaters are done into the first part of Wednesday. And then behind it, fairly calm weather, but as I mentioned, a cooler trend that'll be moving on in. Let's go through all the details of your forecast, including your Halloween trick-or-treaters forecast for tomorrow night as well. But tonight, first of all, a chilly one out there. 25 to 36 in central and southern New Hampshire. As I mentioned, northern New Hampshire upper teens to lower 20s as those winds go light and variable later tonight and allows for good radiational cooling. Sun with a few clouds tomorrow, unseasonably mild. Even northern New Hampshire could get into the upper 50s, and it could get into the upper 60s for southern New Hampshire. So some trick-or-treating towns for you here. These are the temperatures for 5 p.m. tomorrow. Canterbury would be right around 58 degrees at 5 o'clock, and then falling a few degrees each hour after that. In Orange, 56 degrees for your 5 o'clock temperature out there. And if you're sending the ghosts and goblins out into Hooksett, it'll be 62 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Very nice, mild temperatures. Take a look statewide at the temperatures we're looking for during the trick-or-treating hours. Northern New Hampshire starting in the lower 50s and ending toward the 5 to 8 window toward the end in the upper 40s. And then southern New Hampshire, yeah, you're starting in the low to mid 60s and only drifting down into the upper 50s for the overnight, or for the late window there in the trick-or-treating hours. So some great trick-or-treating weather compared to Halloween's past. That's a good way to put it, I guess, as sometimes we deal with awful chilly temperatures, but not tomorrow. Wednesday, a morning shower, then clearing, still mild, and then we get much cooler and breezier as we get into the weekend and late portions of the week.
Well, if you had to play football this weekend,
Yeah.
boy, you were really in a mud bowl, huh?
This weekend?
Yeah, this past weekend.
Yeah, I guess so. For a few teams. Early in the weekend, anyway. The Patriots get to play tonight. We'll talk about that. And the Red Sox made some moves today. We'll tell you how Tim Wakefield's involved in that.
This weather report brought to you
today. We'll tell you how Tim Wakefield's involved in that.
This weather report brought to you by your New Hampshire Chevrolet dealers.
It's truck month at your Chevy dealer. Time to get a dependable, long-lasting Chevy truck and score some bonus cash. Check out the 2007 Chevy Trailblazer, backed by the GM 100,000-mile, 5-year powertrain limited warranty.
Qualified lessees can get a low-mileage lease on this 07 Trailblazer for around $279 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details.
Get in the game before October 31st.
See your New England Chevy dealer or log on to newenglandchevydealers.com.
I'm Carol Shea Porter, and I'm running for U.S. Congress. My mother has been a lifelong Republican, and I'm a lifelong Democrat.
That's right.
But we both agree that this country's on the wrong track. We can't fire the president, but we can vote out his supporters in Congress.
Please vote for my daughter, Carol Shea Porter. She's a hard worker, and I know she'll do a great job.
I'm Carol Shea Porter, and I approve this message.
All Care Dental and Dentures. we make seeing the dentist easy. From free exams and x-rays to several styles of high-quality dentures to fit every budget. Plus, interest-free payments and up to 20% off new dentures. Just call for a convenient location near you. Don't forget, All Care offers same-day dentures with tooth extraction. Now that's easy.
You're a part of me, I'm a part of you. Wherever we go, whatever we do, all the things that we've been through, you're a part of the family, part of the family.
The Toyota Sienna. With its achievements in safety, its standard 3-row side curtain airbags, and its reputation for reliability, it's more than earned your trust. It's earned its place in the family. Toyota Sienna. Ask someone you know who drives one.
Primary care should be about your relationship with your doctor. It's also about their relationship to your hospital. At today's CMC, primary care means patient-focused care, with board-certified doctors who take the time to listen, are committed to giving you a voice in your care, and most importantly, are backed by the resources of a trusted acute care hospital. This is primary care at today's CMC. See for yourself.
Sharper details, stunning clarity, more vibrant colors. Discover what your camera's megapixels are really capable of. Wow. Upgrade to an ultra-high definition photo printer, only from Epson.
Dodge Caliber's versatility and great gas mileage make it perfect for a road trip. All the right features make it even better. Now, Jason King and News 9 Sports.
The Patriots make their only Monday Night Football appearance of the season tonight in Minnesota. The 5-1 Pats take on the 4-2 Vikings at 8:30. The two teams will meet for the 10th time in history, but for the first time since 2002. New England's running attack that scored a couple of touchdowns Sunday against the Buffalo Bills will be tested as the Vikes own the top-ranked rush defense in the league, while the Pats' defense could be without Pro Bowl lineman Richard Seymour, who's listed as a game-time decision with an injured elbow.
The Vikings are a real good football team. They're very good on defense. They're good in all three phases of the game. They can run it, and they got some good skill players, and they're tough at home, so we know we'll have a big challenge.
All right, you can see the game live right here on Channel 9. The Patriots and the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Coverage begins at 8:30. And before you watch the Pats, don't forget to tune into a special edition of New Hampshire Chronicle, Granite Gridiron, a half-hour special devoted to football in New Hampshire, including a look at the nationally ranked UNH Wildcats. That's tonight from 8 to 8:30 before the Patriots game right here on WMUR TV. And speaking of that UNH football team, they moved up a couple of spots in this week's National Division I AA poll, but still not back in the top 5. Appalachian State maintains the #1 ranking with an 8-1 record. The Wildcats jumped from 11th to 9th after Saturday's 10-6 win over Hofstra. UNH will be home again this Saturday to face the second-ranked UMass Minutemen. That's a noontime start. High school fall tournament season continues today. Boys Class L quarterfinal soccer, Merrimack at Concord. Scoreless until the 81st minute when Concord's Cole Joy scored on a penalty kick. The Crimson advanced with a 1-0 win over the Tomahawks. Concord plays Exeter on Wednesday in the semifinals. And the Red Sox have exercised their $4 million 2007 option on knuckleballer Tim Wakefield. The 40-year-old right-hander will enter his 13th season with Boston, matching Roger Clemens and Bob Stanley for the longest tenure ever for a Red Sox pitcher. The Sox also signed reliever Mike Timlin to a 1-year contract. So the Red Sox starting to gear up.
Yes, they are already.
Right.
Well, two new stories that you'll see on News 9 tonight. After the Patriots game, passengers described the nightmare on the MS Mount Washington. A man goes overboard. How they finally learned what had happened.
Plus, a salmonella outbreak hits New Hampshire. We'll tell you which food could be causing the sickness and the symptoms you need to be on the lookout for.
We will see you around 11:30 or so after the Patriots game.
Good night.
WMUR News 9. Online 24/7 at WMUR.com.
I got to get up early, I got to be on time.
If you believe in getting the job done right, you're a Ford kind of guy.
It's Truck Month. We challenge you to find a better truck than Ford F-150, the #1 full size for 29 years.
This is flat out the strongest truck out there. End of story.
Now get an F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months or get up to $5,500 in customer cash only during Truck Month. 'Cause I'm built Ford tough.
I'm Charlie Bass, and I approve this message.
I approve.
I approve.
I approve, Charlie Bass.
I approve of Charlie's work to protect our environment.
Charlie's working to foster alternative energy.
Nice work, Charlie.
Charlie is working to reduce our dependence on foreign oil.
Charlie Bass is independent, just like me.
Just like New Hampshire.
Nobody tells Charlie what to do.
You don't find that in Washington too often.
Charlie's a real deal. I'm Charlie Bass, and I approve this message because no political party tells me how to vote. Never has, never will.
Take out the trash. You never take out the trash.
Don't ignore your check engine light.
Engine light?
Putting off regular tune-ups can ruin your day.
Dad!
When the light comes on, come to VIP. Our service techs will help you diagnose the problem and fix it for a ton less money.
I'm sure he'll be back, ma'am. Van's running smooth.
VIP Parts, Tires, and Service. A little love goes a long way.
Liberal Paul Hodes wants to raise taxes. He even called the tax cuts that help families irresponsible. Paul Hodes won't support making the tax cuts permanent, and that would bring back the marriage penalty, bring back the unfair death tax, raise income tax rates, and reduce the child tax credit, costing New Hampshire families more. Liberal Paul Hodes wants to raise taxes. We can't afford him. The National Republican Congressional Committee paid for and is responsible for the content of this message.
Governor John Lynch is on the front lines.
You can't run the state from behind a desk. You have to go where the people are.
Lynch brings people together to make a difference. Help for those hurt by floods. More health care for children. Reducing mercury emissions to make our air and water cleaner. Now he's proposing a plan for more renewable energy. Tougher penalties for internet criminals preying on children. And a commitment to help every child graduate from high school. Governor John Lynch, he's working for us.
268 horsepower engine, 5-speed automatic transmission with sequential shift, yet unexpected fuel efficiency. Sumptuous tranquil interior, 9-speaker audio system, 7 airbags, yet its starting price is under $28,000. Comparisons to similarly priced cars are common, yet the costs are so very different. What's wrong with this picture?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Just ask someone you know who drives an Avalon. Toyota, moving forward.
Denzel Washington, like you've never seen him, to Mars Oprah.